Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a collective and timeless reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. But just remember, it's a general reading. So see which signs and symbols resonate for you to help bring you some kind of clarity to whatever you're concerned or confused about. This could just broaden your perspective and show you something in a different light, or it could narrow your focus and show you something you could be missing. But in the end, you trust yourself. Trust yourself, your own inner divine guidance. The answers are inside of you. The clarity comes from there. And in the end, try to make balanced decisions that involve both your logic and your intuition so that you make sound decisions that are based in love. So we are all uplifted in love, and it's for the highest and the greatest good of everybody. So let's begin. We're going to start with a few random oracle cards and get kind of a little picture. I feel like I want pictures today, so I might even switch it up and do maybe like a tiny spread. I feel like I need to see a story or like something from a bigger perspective. I know I usually just kind of pull cards and go with the flow, but let's see how it goes. We're going to begin with the luck information oracle cards. Get some clarity for the collective. Let's see what God and Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. I hear 4. So let's start with 4. 4 cards for the collective. Overall energy, what they need to know right now. Help bring clarity. 4 cards for the collective, please. And thank you. So, mowing the lawn. What does it say up here? It's like, I have no idea what this says up here. It's like the letters kind of go into the trees. I think it says reduction. We're going to go with that, guys. We're going to go with reduction. But it does say at the bottom, mowing the lawn. So I don't know what season it is for you where you are, or if you can mow the lawn. Perhaps if it's snowy where you are, it's getting plowed out. But I feel like there's a caretaking here, like taking care of your surroundings. But I'm getting Mother Nature, and I also see a 4-leaf clover. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but I see a 4-leaf clover in this card. If anyone can see what that says on the top, please tell me, because I think it's reduction. We're going to go with reduction. So, I mean, that makes sense. You know, you're taking the tall grass and you're reducing it to beautiful short grass. So maybe you're like trimming the edges. I just thought of a haircut. Maybe some of you are getting like a haircut or shaving the old beard. You know, trimming the beard, manscaping kind of thing. But let's get clarity. I said 4 cards, so another card, please. What's going along with this like tongue twisted? What's going along with the mowing of the lawn? Quiet meditation. So maybe you're doing active meditation. I just saw somebody shoveling snow now, or like pruning the bushes, you know, doing like some kind of work that is productive, but it is also meditative, you know, so you're thinking, but you're getting shit done. Let's see, quiet meditation. I guess if you have the lawnmower out, it's not going to be very quiet. Or maybe you're trying to have like peace and quiet, and you just keep getting disturbed. That is possible. You know, if you live in a city or something like that, you're just trying to have this quiet moment, and like the garbage truck goes by and the sirens go off and the motorcycle goes by and the neighbors are making noise. So maybe it's trying to find a space where you can just find this peace and quiet. I see somebody now in like a room with a sound machine, or maybe like headphones, you know, can't ear, or what is that? It's like sound canceling headphones, to like drown out noise. Let's see, reduction, quiet. Yeah, like reducing the noise on something. Maybe it's your own thoughts. You know, you keep thinking about the same thing over and over and over, and maybe meditation is really beneficial for you. Or finding a location where you can have some peace and quiet, finding a little you spot somewhere. This girl is here and she's by a lake, like on a dock. So maybe it's finding something out in nature that's like your own little spot where you can go. So that's kind of cool. You can go explore, you know, explore your neighborhood, a local park, somewhere in the woods, in the mountains, by the water. Let's get clarity on reduction, quiet, mowing the lawn, and meditation. Exchange, buy clothes you like. Okay, we're all over the place with the energy. So maybe you're feeling different. Oh, all right. So let's get one more card because I'm starting to see a picture now. One more card. Turning point, take a break. Okay, this is like Hermit. So let me show you this one. All right, so yeah, something's changing. You do need a little break, and I feel like you need to express yourself differently. You know, just putting on some different clothes can change how your energy is, how you feel. So maybe you're actually, I mean, when I see this card, reduction, and this together, I actually see like, I want to say like Marie Kondo, you know, like going in your space, in your closet, you know, and seeing all the stuff you actually have and you don't use. And I think in a nutshell, what she does is she takes everything that you own out in the closet and you put it on the bed or on the floor, and you see how gigantic that pile is of stuff, just stuff that you have. Maybe some of you have already done this and you are streamlined and simple, and this is not the part of the reading that's for you. But if you got a packed closet, maybe it's just recognizing how much stuff you have and how much stuff you don't use. There are so many people that can benefit from those clothes. So, you know, you take out the clothes and you look at them and you put each piece on. And if it makes you feel joy, if you feel happy, you keep it. And if it doesn't make you feel joy, if it has that stain on it, or it's just not fit for your body, and every time you put it on, you're like, oh, I don't feel good, I'm just going to put it back, but I really like it because they spent so much money on it, but I'm going to keep it hanging in my closet, but you never wear it. It's time to get rid of it. You say thank you so much for everything that you've done for me, or the use you got or didn't get, and then you pass it along. Either donate it, or, you know, if it's really bad, throw it away, but you put it away. And then if you put something on and it makes you just feel good, that's what you keep. So the next time you go in your closet, everything you see makes you feel good. So you can match different things up and put them on, and you're not wasting energy and wasting time on things that don't make you feel good. So maybe some of you are actually going out and buying some clothes, a couple of nice little pieces that really make you feel good, make you feel sexy, make you feel different and new. And then I see this turning point. So something's changing now in your world. You're cutting something away with this reduction. I feel like you're taking care of something. You know, you're beautifying your surroundings. You're gonna go away. And I feel like at some point you do need to have this quiet meditation to just let thoughts move through you. What's at the bottom? Beginning. Place a rose at home. Aw, maybe you need to buy yourself flowers. Isn't that a Miley Cyrus song? Buy myself flowers. Maybe you're buying yourself some flowers. Buy yourself some flowers today. Do something nice. Buy some flowers for somebody you love. You know, for your mom or an aunt or a child or a friend. Just buy some flowers. You know, for nothing. It's for no reason at all, because it's really nice to receive flowers sometimes. So maybe it starts with bringing some nature into your world. If you don't like flowers, get a plant. It'll last longer, you know, as long as you remember to water it. Otherwise, get yourself a succulent and then you can forget a little bit. So you do have a beginning. It starts with maybe clearing your space. Ooh, we had some jumpers. We'll take them. What came out? A lot of cards. Should we take them all? I guess we have to. Let's do it. So clear your space. Make your space feel like I'm getting streamlined. And so like the things that you have around you, you love, and they're useful, and they make you feel good. So maybe it's time to clean, you know, and like change up your look a little bit. Maybe express yourself totally different. You know, if you always dress one way, buy yourself a crazy outfit, something you would never wear. Like you always kind of wanted to, but you never thought you would like do it. So if you're a guy and you always have on like, you know, your sweats, or you always have on your jeans and a t-shirt, maybe you need to go out and get yourself like a sexy suit or a fun hat. You know, just go for it. Something a little different, you know. Or if you are a woman and you, I'm getting a guy right now actually that is like doing like his nails, like getting a pretty awesome like fancy manicure, painting their nails. So maybe you're doing something like, you know, merging feminine, masculine energies together. That's cool. But maybe, you know, you're always in a business suit and you never get fancy, or whatever it is. I'm not going to get lost in that because that could go so many different directions. But whatever it is you kind of want to express yourself with and you haven't, maybe just do it. Do something, you know, get yourself that one crazy outfit. And then just wear it to the grocery store if you have nowhere else to go, or plan a date, or, you know, purposely go on a party or something so you can wear it. But let's see what came through in the jumpers. All right, we have communicate. Call your friends. All right, so you're thinking about somebody, you know, or it comes out of the blue, call them. You know, call that person, call that buddy that makes you feel good, or you know, you haven't connected to in a while. I like her hat. She's got like this veil on. It's very like, I want to say like 1940s. Also, that phone's kind of old. I feel like this is not a text, by the way. Not a text. This is not text communication. This is phone call communication. Or even like video, you know, something like that. And then you have happy. Wait, what do we have? Happy, convert, and possibility. Oh, these are all cool cards. All right, happy is have a dinner of your choice. So maybe you need to call a friend and invite them out to dinner, or somebody's going to call you and it's time to go out and have some fun. Go out on the town, go out for tea, whatever you need to do. Go somewhere different. Try some different food that you have never tried before. I don't know why I just heard Ethiopian. That's very specific, but oh, the food is great. So maybe you need to try like a new food, you know, you never tried before. For some of you, maybe it's like sushi. You know, maybe your friend always tried to get you to go to sushi and you're like, oh, I don't know if I like it. Sushi's awesome. Try it. All right. Convert and swim. So maybe you're changing your opinion about something. Maybe some of you are converting, if that's a religion, or getting married to somebody of a different religion. It could be that. I feel like it has something to do with values, but I see swim. So that's a really strange combo. But look at this sexy guy in his swimming trunks with his little inner tube. So it makes me think of the lazy river, although there's a big waterfall. I just thought of TLC, don't go chasing waterfalls. But I feel like there's a big, powerful energy here. Like I can hear the waterfall. So now, like sometimes pictures move when I see them. so that it's like when you see Harry Potter and he looks at the little pictures and then you see the whole scene, like the photographs. That's kind of what happens with cards with me. So I just see this guy going through the waterfall, thinking he needs this intertube, but he may not. Maybe just when he goes on the other side and finds this secret cave, you know, a place where maybe he has some quiet meditation time, and maybe he's sitting down on that intertube and have a nice little seat. You know, maybe that's still that noise, but it's more like a white noise, you know, to take you to the right vibration that you need to go. And then you have possibility, wish, and make a wish. So something is possible here. Maybe you thought something wasn't possible, but maybe it is. Maybe it's just making a wish. It's okay to have desires, you know, to want something, but it's more powerful to trust that the universe might have something even better. So if you can take that wish that you have and kind of like, it's like both general and specific, like specific qualities that you like, that you want in a partner, that you know, want to experience, but maybe not a certain person, because maybe that person isn't in the end the right person for you, but someone out there has all of those qualities and more that you never even knew were even better for you. So always leave that box open, that bigger things can come through, because God, the universe, spirit, like, is able to orchestrate this divine setup to bring exactly what you need into your world, exactly at the right time, like divine timing. Woo, these cards brought me all over the place. Okay, let's put them over here. And let's pull an angel card or an angel number card. So this is going to bring us to number energy, numerology, which is the base of everything, you know, 0 through 9. So let's start with one card, get some clarity for the collective. I'll show you all these just in case I didn't. Sometimes I forget. Possibilities, make a wish. I see this like heart, but it's made of wood. I don't know, that makes me feel like they're like, I don't know, I can like smell wood. So maybe some of you do carpentry or work with wood. It also makes me think of growth and like a family tree, like deep roots. It also makes me think of branches. So if you're like running along a timeline on this particular little branch, and you know that's taking you to a certain place, it's like you can always jump and make a decision, and there's different timelines or possibilities for us to have experiences that are still all for us. It's just different. So if you choose to jump a branch and go a different branch, you're going to be branched out into totally new possibilities. So maybe you're jumping branches, you know, seeing what else is down a different road. That was weird to come through for me, looking at a heart made of wood. And then you have this one here, and then you have quiet meditation. Communicate. You know, there's something coming through with you and a friend. Being happy, feeling joy. I feel laughter. There's a pizzeria here. So maybe you're going out for a slice of pizza. Maybe it's something simple. Have dinner of your choice. Maybe you always let someone else like choose where to go to eat, and you need to do some planning. Like, you know, look through and where is someplace different that's really cool that you like, you know, want to try out. Maybe you need to make some plans. Or, you know, perhaps if you're always doing the planning and always taking somebody exactly where you want to go, maybe you kind of have to like coerce and have a conversation that, you know, you really want your friend or your partner or this other person to kind of suggest something like, where do you want to go? And kind of like help guide that if they're shy or they don't like to make plans, to see like, you know, maybe something different. And then you have turning point. Kermit. This is such a funny card. I just saw like a meme recently, and it did have like the tarot card, the Hermit, but instead of the Hermit, it was the Kermit. I thought that was kind of funny. So I don't know, maybe you've seen that meme recently. Exchange, buy clothes you like. You know, if you get something in the mail and you try it on and it doesn't look as good as it did in the picture, send it back and get something else, you know? So don't be afraid to return something if it's not working. And then the reduction, I feel like I started the reading so weird with not seeing that word, but hey, maybe something was really unclear, or like I'm getting like camouflaged before for you. And then it just makes me think of like magic eye things. Do you guys remember those? Like where you like adjust your eyes and all of a sudden the picture pops out. So maybe it's that. Something was actually maybe right in front of your face all along, but you had to like kind of adjust how you saw it for it to come through. And then you have mowing the lawn. So, all right, let's go back to the angel cards. You know me, guys. Sometimes I just get sidetracked, but I'm hoping that somewhere in all those random little messages, there's something helpful and that feels like, aha, you know, that kind of energy for you. Or if it doesn't now, it could come through later. You know, you're like, oh my gosh, that's what she was talking about. Like, that's what that is. All right, let's get an angel number card. This could be birthday, time on the clock, dates, license plates. Anything that's personal, just random numbers that come into your world. What do the angels want us to know? The highest, greatest good of all. I hear 2 cards. Let's get 2 cards. 1551. Hold your vision. And one more card. 1212. Persistence. All right, so we are moving. We're moving to something. We're moving to new possibilities. Perhaps moving through something. But I am getting that, like, on this journey, you have to pay attention to each day like it's a real day. There's time to sleep, you know, there's time to play, there's time to work. You have to get all of those balanced energies in there, so you're not just doing all one thing. So on this journey, let's see, 1212 and 1551. They look like house numbers too. Gotta put my glasses on, guys. All right, hold your vision, manifestation, abundance, money, dreams. That's a lot of, we got a lot of those dreams and wishes, vision and prosperity. Ooh, that's nice. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into the ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such beautiful, courageous, and you are such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. So it takes being a little bit brave. So this is about abundance in your world. It makes me think of, like, I don't know, I see like almost like the 8 of Pentacles, putting a lot of work into something, a lot of time into something, but then getting to that 10 of Pentacles. But it starts with that first pentacle, you know, that first nugget that you put some energy into little by little. So maybe this is little by little. Then you have persistence, shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, and new experiences. So, oh, happy day. That's the first line. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic, guys, romance is also in the cards. Oh, all right. All right, so maybe that's a great new experience that's coming on through. So something's around the corner. So in the meantime, put your energy into something productive. Maybe start to clear your space. Start to get yourself feeling all, you know, beautiful and handsome and sexy, you know, and having that energy. Make sure you take some breaks, get enough sleep. I feel I'm drawn to this. But I feel like if this is a relationship and this is this communication coming through and this is a new relationship or a returning relationship or a revised relationship, that it's like easy flow conversation. And whatever this is, it could just start with friendship, like solid, real, like this is going to be your bestie. You know, it's not just like a frivolous, sexy time, you know, in and out, passion, but then gone, light the fire and fizzles away. I feel like if it's built on this really solid friendship where there's like just really good communication, that's when it like lasts forever. So maybe this is a long-term thing coming through. I mean, you have abundance and prosperity. So it's like building, I say like you building like your own mountain together. That's weird. I mean, we don't build mountains, but maybe you can do something that no one else can. All right, let's move along. Put all these cards over here, and I'm gonna try that picture that I was seeing. So we're gonna give it a go, guys. Let's do a little spread. I'm gonna go traditional. We have the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. I feel like I want to pull 6 cards. So let's do the first card, where you're coming from. The second card, like your current overall energy you need to focus on or, you know, need to know more about. And then we'll do the third card, where you're heading towards or the best direction for you. And then we'll do like a card for the energy around you, perhaps the others around you. Another card for your strengths, and then one for your like obstacles that you need to know about. All right, let's see. 6 cards. I'll show you them, but I know I don't have this structured and I have the cards in front of me, so I will, I'm going to put them here, but I'll show you as I pull so you know what I have. All right, 6 cards for the collective. That's our first one. What is that? What is it? Oh, wow, that wanted to jump. Appropriate, because that's the Knight of Swords. Okay, so that's where you're coming from. So this is fast energy, moving towards something. Or, I mean, since he's in this spot, it could be he or she moving away from something. Sometimes they really rush into something. The Knight of Swords has a focus and a goal, and they rush in, and sometimes they don't do the planning or the thinking. They just kind of go. They have a vision, and that's what they go with. It's communication. You know, it's mental activity, but I feel like that's the fastest night in my opinion. All right, 1 card for your current energy. Oh, nice. So balance, not too fast, not too slow, just right. Not too hot, not too cold. You know, it's finding that perfect medium point. It's like, you know, Goldilocks and the 3 Bears energy. The Goldilocks zone is what we want to have as the current energy. All right. Also, when I see Temperance, it really makes me feel the energy of the Archangel Michael. So protection and strength. And it makes me think of like the professional. You know, little by little you learn to do something and you end up learning something or balancing something in a way that it's like you make something look effortless, although it could be really difficult. I also feel like there's a lot of angelic and divine protection when that card comes through. And also, I never saw that before. It looks like in the back on this card, there's a mountain. I said moving mountains. And there's like a crown or a halo or something going on over there on the mountain, or like between the mountain and the valley. Let me show you this. See back here? Kind of looks like a crown, but it looks like there's something going on. I mean, I don't want to say like a UFO, but like a vision, like a something, like maybe you see something really, really amazing. Let's see. What you doing, Rose? What are you doing back there? Are you hiding your bone behind me? Is that what you're doing? Uh-huh. She does. She has her bone. Here. Go ahead. Go hide it. Sometimes she takes all her little balls and her bones and she goes up like when I have the couch like by the window, and I like look behind the couch and like on the windowsill behind the curtain, there's like an arsenal of like bones and like balls that she has hidden and tucked away for a special time. I mean, even when I say weird stuff like that, I feel like that could be meaningful for you guys, you know, those little things. So maybe somebody has like something stashed away, you know, waiting for the right time to show you something. Let's see, let's get a card that's for where you're heading towards, the best direction for you to see. Victory, 6 of Wands. All right, so nice. So the victory card comes after some kind of hardship or battle, or, you know, some kind of something difficulty, and you finally got it. You finally got through it. You won. You did something good. It's like being up on stage. It's being seen for something amazing that you're doing. And it's like the riding home in that parade of victory, and others are just like admiring you. But it's also having gratitude to the people that helped you get there. And it's having gratitude to all of those energies. Like, I want to say, like, even if they're in your audience or customers or friends, like if they're there supporting you on something, it's having real gratitude. Even if you're the one that got the job done, it's still an exchange of energy. But it's successful, you know, it's the small victory card. It's the small milestone that you get through. I feel like the big victory card is the Chariot. Let's get a card for heading, like energy around you, maybe others' energies, what you need to know about the energy that's not yours in particular. That one. Oh, leaving something behind, going towards, it's 2 6s here, going towards, you know, like it could be travel, but it's leaving the rough waters behind and heading towards like smoother waters. It's learning to drive your stick shift. It's getting past something that was like mentally exhausting and taking all of those lessons that you learn and taking those tools, the things that you want to bring along that are like your strengths now, and putting them in that boat and then moving along. You know, it's like taking all those lessons that you went through, all those conversations you had or things that you learned, and taking those nuggets of wisdom with you on a journey. This guy looks like he's helping 2 others. So maybe there's somebody here that is leaving something behind, or maybe bringing some people with you. Maybe it's having some, it's almost like this person is helping out these others, these other 2 people that don't have a boat. So if you have a boat and somebody else doesn't, or you can give somebody a ride to work or something like that, maybe it's just offering some help. But the general meaning is leaving something and heading towards something better. So maybe somebody is heading towards you. Since that's others' energies, 6. Or maybe somebody's like leaving you behind, doing something else, and that's okay, because it's going to feel better for you and it's going to feel better for them. All right, let's see. Let's get what your strength is right now, and then we'll look at the whole picture. Ooh, all right, your strength is that you can carry a load, but you're also learning how to ask for help, and that you don't need to do all of this work on your own. This isn't ending, you know, it's ending struggle. It's really carrying something that feels like it's just all on your back, and it's finally getting to the point where you're just ready to put it down and try it a different way. Maybe you don't need to carry everything at once. Maybe you need to do it one by one, or ask somebody else if you can use their boat. You know, it's the ending. So you're ending these struggles. You're ending this thing that was overwhelming in your energy and felt too heavy, and you're learning how it doesn't have to be a struggle. So you only learn how to be strong when you go through some crazy shit. That's how we get stronger, you know? So whatever it is that you went through and you are moving away from and changing and putting down and learning how to adapt your energy so, you know, it's a load that feels like lighter for you. You can lighten the load by asking for help or changing. I'm just getting like changing your schedule around, even something similar. You're going to learn how much stronger you are overall in the things that you want to pursue. All right, let's see what your obstacle is. Starting. So you have the ending and the beginning here. It's like you're bass backwards, guys. It's like, all right, so you're just worried about that first step or that first, like, this is the card that's like, hey, YouTube, this is the big heart on from the universe that you're afraid of. That big, passionate, beautiful start, you know, that you just not sure if you want to put any energy into something, but you have this other thing over here that you're not passionate about and you're not really happy with and you're struggling with, and you're putting all your attention on that instead of this other thing that brings you growth. So, you know, maybe you had relationships in the past that you just carried everything. You made all the plans to go out to dinner. You made all the schedule. You did all the calls. You did everything on your own. Maybe something is coming through and it feels new, it feels passionate, but you're struggling on if you should do it because you're relating everything that you struggled in the past from the past. Don't compare whatever you're going through to everything you went through. Use it. Use everything you went through to understand where your boundaries are, to make them, you know, healthy boundaries, what you will do, what you won't do, what you want to carry, what you need as an even exchange. Because above this heavy load, you have the balance. So you want balance and you're learning how to do it. So let me look at this. Let's see what at the bottom of the deck you have. Yeah, you have the wounded warrior here, or the wounded healer. I always think this card is kind of like Chiron. I mean, I know it's a fire card, but that gives me like a Virgo energy with that. So it's really like struggling. You're at that last little step where you put so much energy. It's the end of the battle. You just have to do one more thing and then you can put it all down. So, I mean, here he looks guarded. It looks like there's one thing in particular he's protecting, and it looks like there's this fence behind him or her, you know? So it's like you're standing in front of this fence. You're holding on to this one thing you're passionate about, but let's see. When I see this card, what comes through in my mind is actually a particular deck. I see the vice versa card, the vice versa tarot, like forever for this card, because it gave a different interpretation. Come up here. Come on up. Come on. Come on. Come on up. So it gave a different interpretation. It had basically this on the one side, like coming from battle, you know, feeling wounded, like you can't quite do it, but you're going to give it a go. You can do it. You're going to win with this. You have the energy to get to the finish line, but it's like one more step, you know, and then you can start maybe this new thing. But on the other side of the vice versa, like there's like a different view of that card. It has this masculine energy who is walking into a cave. Interesting, because I saw that cave before. Where is that? I saw that masculine person. Oh, I almost want to show you that other deck, but I don't want to get up right now. Kind of like that, you know, and you see the other perspective. So you see this like beautiful feminine energy is inside the cave waiting. So it's almost like if this person was out at battle and doing all of this, you know, whatever was going on, maybe hard day at work, you know, hard time through a project, hard time at school, hard time with friends or family or whatever was going on. But in the end, all this person can think about is getting home to their sexy honey or that girl or that guy. Like, it's the reward at the end. That thing is so worth it that you will do anything for. There's that thing, you know, you have these possibilities. this possible relationship, this thing that you're like feeling is destined for your soul is so worth it. Yet it's worth doing. So, all right, let's see. You have a lot of rods energy here with the ace, the 6, and the 10. All right, and then you have swords. So you have fiery, passionate, creative energy. You know, that putting forth energy to do something, to create, you know, to make something. And then you have mental energy with the swords, the 6. Realizing where you came, or somebody else is coming from a situation where they got all their stuff together. They got all their ducks, you know, aligned up now, and they're making moves. They're understanding how to navigate a storm. This is when you were in storms before and you didn't know how to put up the sails or turn on the motor. It doesn't mean there's no more storms in the future, but it means that you can handle them better. You know how to adjust your sails and handle something differently. It's going to be a smoother ride even if there's a storm. And then you have, you know, on the other side here where you're coming from. So maybe you have all these mental thoughts on something that you just want to do. You have this focus. You have something you want to do, but you don't know how to make a balanced, you know, how to make it a balanced energy. So let me see how these all look together. It looks like in the past what you're coming from. When I look at these two cards together, let me show you. You know, in the past, it's like you're here now, but this is what you're coming from. So maybe you jumped too fast, or you overly focused, or you, it's like an overthinker that you got into something, or you tried to dive into something so fast, or go somewhere so fast, or do something a certain way, just a certain way is the way it had to be done, that it didn't quite bring you the results you wanted. So instead of diving into something, maybe you're learning to make plans, have, you know, equal communication. Maybe if it's a relationship, you need a reciprocal energy, a balance. You know, this is also balance between the yin and the yang, maybe you and someone else, or inside yourself. It's the balance between fire and water, but also standing on the earth and being illuminated by the sky. So in the future, or where you're heading towards, is learning about this balance, and it's bringing you victory. It's making you understand all the hardships that you went through are bringing you to something glorious, and you're going to be recognized for that. And whatever this victory is, you know, if there's something new coming through that feels like it's different, and this feels like an obstacle to you, like getting started on something different, doing something a different way, it's making that first step, that first phone call. Because whatever you went through with this, you know, all of these things that you carried are now experiences that you have that you can take along. I hope that made sense. I don't usually do spreads. I find it a little bit different to interpret the reading when I do it like that. But let's pull one more card. I do have the Modern Love Tarot. Let's do an overall card to bring clarity. Discovering balance. Trying something new that feels passionate. Laying down all the burdens of something that felt heavy, and maybe it was passionate at one time, but maybe it just became a burden. And you're taking all those lessons and you're having mental clarity here, you know, or you're going to be dealing with somebody who has this mental clarity to bring you the help, to show you how to move towards a different direction that feels smoother, if that's helpful for you. It's, you know, perhaps releasing this has to be done a certain way and go into something too fast, and it has to be I'm hearing my way or the highway energy, and finding a balance maybe between, you know, different opinions, or just in your life, overall things that you're doing, so that you're going to get this. You're going to get this with the six of rods. you're going to be recognized, or maybe you're recognizing somebody else too. You could be in the crowd with that, but I have it on where you're heading towards. But if you're heading towards something and you're with all this energy that's down below here, maybe whoever this is, this victorious energy, is the partner you're admiring. Now Harry Potter just came through. Like, this picture just showed me whoever this person is eventually gets off their maybe high horse and gets down and has a conversation with one person in particular that's down here. And then I see them like taking the horse and walking away and like making plans together. That was very weird for me to see on that card. So let's see. Let's get some clarity from the modern tarot. I don't know what that is, but I felt like that wanted to come out. And that's death. That card keeps coming out, guys. Total transformation, becoming the butterfly, releasing something that it just isn't going to be anymore. Transforming, the phoenix rising, remembering to live, to feel alive. I mean, here you do have all the butterflies. It's like you're coming from this dark, empty space. This dark, I don't know why I just thought of quantum mechanics or quantum physics. Like, side note, since I do that, guys, side note, like when you look at anything and, you know, you knock on wood or whatever and it feels solid, but, you know, the closer you get and you start to look at the atom, the more empty the space is. Boggles the mind. But it's like there was this empty space and you're, you know, it's almost like you're becoming reality. You know, something is manifesting and starting to feel real and tangible. And I must say, from this lady in the picture, pretty sexy. She's beautiful. So I also feel like that's learning to fly. You know, there's always that time between the caterpillar and the butterfly when the cocoon situation is going on. So maybe there was a cocooning before. And when there's that weird tweener time, it's like all a big mush inside of the cocoon. And the caterpillar never would have known. It would have been literally a completely different creature. It's not the same creature at all. It literally goes in there, becomes something totally different, and then it flies. So, I don't know. I just keep seeing the cocoon. Let's get some clarity on death. I know I was going to pull one card. Let's just keep going. Let's do another one. Let's get some clarity on death. Number, Major Arcana 13. It's also Scorpio energy. So it could be a Scorpio dealing with a Scorpio. But, let's see. All right. So we have the Five of Swords. Whew. Okay. Let's go. So it's like, you know, it seems like there's a situation here that you're either leaving or somebody else is leaving or you've learned from. But the Five of Swords is usually like being at odds, having different opinions with different people. And it's like wanting to be the one who wins. But do you really win at the end? Do you really win? You know, in the other decks, it has like the person and they have the swords. The other swords are on the ground. The other people are just like forfeiting. They're just like, you win, you win. So, you know, if you're blaming, I feel like these people, whoever this is, or whatever energy this is around you, it's like the blame game. Like, you did that, and you did that, no, you did that. And it's just fighting. It feels, this card feels awkward and harsh and, you know, uncomfortable to me. So if somebody messed up or somebody did something, I feel like it maybe could change this energy if you try to express whatever it is, or maybe like conduct or, you know, gently try to make that situation so that you put it in your perspective. You know, like, because this happened or this over here, it made me feel this way. And is it possible that maybe something could be adjusted so I don't feel that way? Or that, you know, I feel like there can be a different form of conversation where it doesn't have to be everybody's the winner. But if this is somebody you're dealing with and they just always want to be right, I mean, maybe it is moving away from that situation. It does have 2 children here, and they look like they just feel this. They can feel when something's not right, and when there's not like the right kind of love, you know, in a like, they feel truth. So I feel like, I don't know, I want to say these people should be feeling love. And if they don't feel it and they're not working on it, maybe that's where the transformative energy is coming through, is changing something here. Now we need clarity. I will show you that the 6 of Swords is here again. Here, either you're in the perspective of this person or you're alone with just a backpack and there's beautiful waters ahead. Let's get clarity specifically on this 5 of Swords. So I'm not sure if you're at odds with somebody else, or this also could be within you. It doesn't have to be a couple. You know, if you're just going back and forth a decision or something in your head and you have these thoughts and you're like playing games with yourself and getting in your own way and not doing something that's beautiful for you, moving to something that you have passion for, you know, you have this victory coming through. It's going to bring this beautiful balance into your world and like feel like it's gentle again. No, you're laying down all this heavy ass energy. Then maybe this battle is within your own mind. And maybe it's not about winning. Maybe it's just taking a step and then trusting that you can figure something out. Let's see. Clarity on the 5 of Swords specifically. Why is that card coming through for the collective? And we have like 2 double whammies. So you have the 6 of Wands coming through again. You do have victory. So, I mean, this person is freaking amazing. Look how strong he or she is. I mean, maybe you think something is not a strength, or, you know, it has like a disability here. Or maybe it's just a temporary place where they're like in rehabilitation for something. But whatever it is not. There's something about you that you went through, that you understand now, that maybe you felt it was a crutch before, or something wasn't, you know, you weren't good enough, or you couldn't do something because you were too old, or you were too young, or you didn't have the knowledge, or you didn't have blah, 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 blah. And that's whatever is going on in your mind. Or you signed up for this thing and that's the way it had to be because that's what you signed up for. Maybe you are at a place in your world where your soul wants to sign up for something new. And you can do this. You can do it. Whatever it is, you have double victory here. And it's because of whatever you went through. You're going to make that basket. You're going to figure out if it can't be accomplished in a certain way, you can adjust it so that there can be a win a different way. I'll show you at the bottom of the deck is the World. I feel like the World keeps coming through too. That's a big ending. But it feels good in the end because you're having a brand new beginning that's coming up. One more card. Clarity of the 6 of Rods, the 6 of Rods, the 6 of Swords, the 5 of Swords. That's also a progression. You know, the 5 to the 6 of Swords. One more card to sum up the reading. Healing. The Star. That's beautiful. Also, I'll show you the 3 of Wands. Going on a journey, making plans, going to a new place, mapping something out, discovering something new. Maybe you're looking for a home, you know, looking for a friend's house, you know, looking in a new town or on a new street, or that's your street and you're having meditation. But the 3, You know, the Three of Wands, I feel like it's actively doing something while you wait for something to come through. So in the meantime, what can you do with your energy that is productive while you're waiting for your ship to come on in? Because something is moving towards you or away from you. It's happening. You know, it's going on out there. So you're here now. What can you do with your energy that can help this situation move forward? Here, it looks like you're mapping something out. You're making plans. And then here you have the Star. So we're going to end with the Star, guys. This was a really long reading. I know it was a little different. I don't know if you liked it, what you thought of it. I feel like a lot of energy did come through. It was very different for me. So, you know, sometimes we just have to try something new. You know, that's the way it goes. But beautiful energy to end on is the Star. This is hope. It's healing. It's knowing that you have that guidance, you know, that's always there. That I see, like the North Star. You can be in different towns or different parts of, well, maybe not if you're different, like northern, southern hemisphere, you might see different stars. But maybe it's just, you know, being able to look up at the sky and knowing that maybe somewhere else they see that same beautiful sky, even if it's a different part of the sky. But this is having hope. It's that wish that is there. It is developing for you. It's healing a situation. It's changing your situation and then becoming healed. I mean, I feel like two people are having the same hope here. They're lying on the ground and they're looking at the star and they're pointing at the same thing. So it's like they do see this wish together. Star. All right, guys. It's like we ended with a quiet meditation pause. All right, I love you guys so much. I hope this reading was helpful, and I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you. Bye.